Hey, good afternoon and welcome back to Paul Sherry Conversion Vans. Justin Smith here, doing a video on one of our current remaining 2017 Sherry Ram ProMaster 9-passenger conversion van. Obviously, this is in the high top platform, 159-inch wheelbase, and just like all the other ProMasters here, it is a front-wheel drive paired up to a 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 motor, just under 300 horsepower, plenty of torque, and excess of 20 miles to the gallon on the highway. Now, just like all the videos and all the vans that we have here, this ProMaster is no different than the rest. Front fascia's been painted to match, power mirrors, door handles, trim, and of course the running boards. Now, this van does feature the 18-inch chrome wheel. We do have a black wheel option also. Privacy glass going all the way around the back of the van. It's a 5% limo tint to ensure the best protection from the sun and obvious give you more privacy. Now, walking around to the back of this van, I'm going to take this time to go over some of the safety features that all the ProMasters have to offer, starting with the rear backup camera. Now, the rear backup camera on the ProMaster is always going to be located top dead center of the van. It gives you a very accurate visual of what might be behind this vehicle when you put it in reverse. And not only does it have the backup camera, it's got the factory backup sensors as well. So you're going to get a color visual on your 5.0 navigation screen, and you're also going to get an audible alert that will intensify the closer you may become to an object behind you. So that's an awesome safety feature. Sticking in that category, this ProMaster does have anti-lock brakes, traction control, hill start brake assist, and rollover mitigation, which is extremely important in a high profile vehicle. Now, if you got any questions on any of those safety features, how they work, what they do, feel free to give me a call. Try to keep those videos as short and sweet as possible. Also wanted to mention while I'm back here, factory tow package with the 7-pin and the 4-pin flat provided to the left. Now, this is good to tow up to 5,100 pounds. So you can take 9 people to the lake and tow that boat behind this bad boy. Now, all of our vans feature a manual sliding door. We do have a power door kit available. If you want information on that, again, contact me and we can get into pricing and availability on that. But as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, all the ProMasters are front wheel drive, which is a huge benefit in all weather conditions. Helps with the turning radius, which is only 36 feet on our ProMaster van, which really makes it drive like a car, a lot smaller than it, a lot smaller than it, it feels like you're driving a small car. Let me get it out there. It's a little cold here, mid-December in Ohio, so bear with me. So yeah, the front wheel drive's obviously great in all weather conditions, but probably the most important feature is we have the lowest floor in the industry because of that. With no drive shaft going from the front to the rear wheels allows us to have a lower floor. Our floor is only 21 inches off the ground, just 2 steps to get into our van with this grab handle right here. Extremely easy to get in and get out. This is an excellent choice for mobility applications as well. So if somebody's looking for a van to install a lift in, look no further. But yeah, I'm 6'2", and I can step right in the back of this vehicle without ducking, which is really nice. And inside you get a 6'4" interior height. So let's go inside, warm up a little bit here. What you're looking at is a tan interior with the black piping on all the edges. Really sharp look. Black and tan, you can't go wrong there. So we've got a black carpet, again tan captain chairs with the black piping, black bottom wall, and then the upper section of the wall, or midway through the wall, turns into tan and goes all the way through the ceiling. Now, all of our vans feature these privacy shades. As I mentioned, on the outside we have limo, a 5% limo tint paired up with these shades right here. Nobody's gonna look in your van, and it actually serves a purpose to help keep cool in the summertime. You see we've got the pretty indirect lighting all throughout the ceiling, and the indirect lighting right here that breaks up the walls you see going down the side. Now that can be turned on and off, so you don't have to have that on all the time, but I tell you, it's a really nice feature, especially at night. If you got passengers back here, everybody can kind of see each other's face, and it doesn't really light up the van too much or deter the driver from, deter his visibility while trying to drive. Overhead storage. All these cabinets are overhead storage all the way around. This one over the rear sofa is the biggest, the deepest out of all the storage compartments. You know, I'm not going to put any luggage in there like an airplane, but it's just nice to keep knickknacks off the floors, DVDs, remotes, blankets, umbrellas, those kind of things. Keep that clutter off the floor. Now, all these captain chairs, being a 9-passenger, what we have is 4 captain chairs in the back and then the rear sofa. These captain chairs will slide forward and back. They are power recline. And they do go back pretty far and are swivel. All 4 of these captain chairs will swivel. As far as the seat belts, they are built right into the chair instead of coming off the pillar like a lot of vans. The great thing about that is they're easier to use, especially small children. And with a swivel seat, it only makes sense to have the seat belt in the seat, so no matter which direction you might be facing in this van, you're going to be safe and secure at all times. Now moving to the back, the rear sofa, also a power rear sofa with seating for 3. Does have a fold down armrest here with built-in cup holders. Now this sofa will slide forward and back and recline, and also has the ability to fold completely flat. So if you swivel one of these chairs down, swivel one of these chairs in front of the sofa around, flatten this rear sofa, somebody 6 foot tall can sleep this way and still face that big TV we got in here. So TV is a 32-inch Vizio 240 hertz LED smart television. So it's got an abundance of applications that are already built in. All you gotta do is turn on a hotspot signal, and you can watch Netflix going down the road, log into your Facebook, check emails, that kind of stuff. So that's a neat feature. Now, we have, it's kind of dark in here, but there's a Blu-ray player. I don't know if I can pick it up. It's right in this little cuddy back behind the TV. And that is an LG Smart Blu-ray player. So with the applications in the TV and the Blu-ray player, there's plenty to keep you entertained on those long road trips. Now, while watching a movie, before I get ahead of myself, you have 2 different options as far as the audio goes. You can listen to it through the wireless headphones that are provided in all of our vans, or if you want that true home theater experience, we didn't cut any corners there. We have a kicker speakers throughout the rear of this van in the pillars, and you truly do get a 5.1 surround sound effect while going down the road. But again, if that's too much, do have the wireless headphones that can be used for watching movies or listening to your own music in the back of the van, separate from the front radio with this rear radio here. This is a JVC XM radio tuner, Bluetooth capabilities, so passengers in the back can listen to whatever they want through the wireless headphones through this radio, while somebody driving can listen to a totally different station. Below the rear radio, see we have a control panel here, and there's a 110 plug-in, 2 USB charging ports, and an HDMI input. So we really thought this out when we were building this entertainment package. We wanted to give everybody the ability to connect other devices to that 32-inch smart television. So if you want to bring a game system along, you plug in right here, run your HDMI cable here, change sources on the TV or input, and you're playing games going down the road. I know my wife likes to bring a tablet along with movies on it, and we can hook it right up here through this HDMI input, and keeps us from having to bring a bunch of DVDs. So that's how that works. Rear heat and air in the back of this van is a Pro Air 2 system. As you see, it's a digital thermostat with an auto feature, so it's pretty much one step, set and forget. It's a little chilly, like I mentioned. It's only 49 degrees, but when I started this video it was reading 29, so it's working there. It just jumped up to 50. We're getting there. So that pretty much wraps up the back of this van. I'm gonna jump outside and run around the front and go over the features in the front with you guys. Okay, now we're up in the front of the van. You notice we have the same nice leather material on these chairs. Very, very comfy front chairs, I should say, as we do in the back of the van. These front two seats are on an 8-way adjustable pedestal with factory heat, lumbar, and recline. Moving over, gonna go over all the power equipment. Of course, we have power windows on both sides. Power collapsing mirrors, as you see right here, which is a heated mirror. And you can also adjust the glass on the mirrors powerly, I guess. Even your blind spots, so the bottom section of each mirror is power as well. That's something you don't even see on a lot of $60,000+ pickup trucks. Keyless entry, cruise control, it's got it all. Steering wheel is a really nice leather wrapped wheel. It has steering wheel controls on both sides of the airbag. Now these are going to allow you to navigate through your radio, give voice commands as you see, and also answer a hands-free Bluetooth phone call without taking your hands off the wheel. Great feature. As I mentioned in the back of the van when we were talking about the backup camera, I'll go ahead and show you how that works. I'll just go ahead and put this van in reverse, and you can see you get a color visual of what's behind the van. Now, this is a 5.0 Uconnect touchscreen radio with satellite radio, CD slot, and of course an AM/FM tuner. Navigation interface on this system is TomTom. So a lot of you are very familiar with TomTom, been around for years, and their portable devices. Out of all the years I've been doing this, this might be the easiest factory navigation I've gotten to play with. Literally a couple minutes with this thing and you've got it all figured out. You don't really need to bust out the manual. It's pretty self-explanatory, very easy to use, and very helpful tool. As far as charging goes up in the front of this van, back down here, the key fob's kind of in the way, there is a little cutty slot right here that does feature a USB input, which will connect to the back of the radio directly and charge, and also an auxiliary 3.5mm input. You can see the lights, but sorry for that. Again, it's a beautiful cloudy day here in Ohio, so it's kind of dark in here, but so you got the ability to transfer music either through the 3.5mm input or the USB while you're charging. Now the passenger has two options for charging as well, a USB and a 12-volt DC plug. Cup holders, there's plenty of them up in the front of the van. There's 6 cup holders in the front of this van, so you're going to have plenty of places for your drinks. As far as storage goes, neat little feature on the ProMaster is this storage compartment up on top of the dash, right above the passenger airbag. Then you have this little cutty slot right here with this non-skid rubber mat in there for you to put your devices as well, not have them slide all over the place. And then your conventional glove box down below. And that pretty much wraps up this 2017 Sherry ProMaster 9-passenger conversion van. If you got any questions on this particular van, maybe something I didn't cover, and maybe it's a different van that you've been looking at here at the dealership, please don't hesitate to call. I'm always around willing to answer anybody's questions. And for those of you that like the videos that we do, or maybe you're just in search of that perfect van you've yet to find, I kindly ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and even like us on Facebook. And that's going to better your chances of not missing out on the next great deal here at Paul Sherry Conversion Vans. Once again, I'm Justin Smith. I appreciate your time, and happy holidays.